Awesome. So we will walk both of us first, and then
Okay.
both of them will follow.
Right on.
Because of my disease, I'm not able to drive. I like to get out in the fresh air. I think that that's important for my health and well-being, getting the blood pumping to my brain.
Walking is really good for you, you know, and good for your mind, good for your brain, and good for your physical. I walk everywhere in here. Walk to shopping in the Victoria Drive, and walk to see the doctor, and walk to see the dentist, walk to see get the medicine.
I realized right from the beginning that there was something not quite right, and it's gradually gotten worse, but I accept it because it's part of life. I'm old enough and good looking enough that I can accept that sort of thing, and you can quit snickering.
My neighborhood is convenient because it does offer, within walking distance, a lot of amenities that I need, and that's important to me. The three things that are important are social connectiveness, having a lot of friends, talking, keeping your brain active, socializing. The other thing is exercise, having the blood pump to the brain. And then the other thing is having a passion. So if you have a passion, then you have a purpose in life, and I think that's really helpful, especially with a diagnosis of dementia.
Oh, I think, well, it's important at any time, really, but I think you need to keep moving, because if you're just sedentary, it doesn't take long. If you don't use it, you lose it.
That's the same with your brain.
Yeah.
See this road, I get lost.
Is it here?
Yeah. See, because I turn back here, it's more tree, right? Shade. It's not that hot. That day is really hot. Maybe like you said, too hot. Just make me confused. Recently, 2 times I get lost. You know, one time we go to the Vancouver mayor. You know, and then when I come out, I just which way to go? I'm very nervous. And then one time, and then very hot. The summer very hot one day, you know, and then I go to ESL class, and then when I come out, I go to walk different way, you know. I supposed to go to to the 48th Avenue and then turn to the Nemo. And then when I go in, I said, where am I? I get lost. The house all different, and the tree is different, roads different, everything different. They change it. They plant a young tree here. Some years gone, you know. Then they build a new thing here not very long ago. I think 3 years ago. And then I am so nervous. I don't know what to do. And then I run, almost running to the, and then I see the Naval Park, and then, now I know where I am. If I see the Naval Park, you know, the side there, if I see the park, and then I know I'm home pretty soon. So they write down that Naval Park, that's very clear. Yeah. I like clear. Sometimes they faint.
Oh, the sign you
See,
mean?
the sign very clear.
Right.
That's why that day I get lost. I see the Naval Park, I'm very comfortable. I know the park have the bathroom. And then more easy for me, you know, to go to bathroom. No, before 7 years ago, I'm okay. I don't have to go bathroom that often. But now recently, you know, I have to go bathroom all the time. I get lost 2 times already. So I'm worried I get worse, you know, later. So
I think there has to be very good signage at intersections. What they're doing now is putting even on bus shelters the cross sections so that people know where they are. on the street. There is a fluorescent, it shines in the dark, the name of the street, the cross section both ways. You can see where you are. I think that in the middle of Richmond, there's some intersections that have yellow markings when you're coming up to a curb. That's helpful. Some of the challenges, for the most part, would be the sidewalks are a little bit uneven and have dips and bumps and cracks. So that you have to be very careful not to trip. I have to make sure I lift my feet up and watch where I'm going so I don't fall. I have fallen a couple of times in the past with that.
Careful, watch out for?
Well, a lot of times people will ride their bikes on the sidewalk.
That happens to us.
Yeah, and it's hard because they just come up on you, and I have a, sometimes I weave a bit, so they, go one side or the other with unconsciously, and they might hit me, and almost have hit me,
You find the odd branch that you don't want to trip on, but
Right.
that's about it. No sidewalk, keep left facing traffic.
Yep. At this corner here, where do you go or how do you get back to your place from here?
Straight along here.
So you walk along the grass here,
Oh yeah.
yeah? And why do you choose to do that?
So I don't have to go across to get on the sidewalk. Sometimes I go over there on the sidewalk, but I don't walk along the road if I don't absolutely have to. No matter where you go in North America, it is geared to driving. It is not geared to walking.
You guys mentioned that you fell a couple times. Are there things like that you get concerned about?
Yes, because if I step in there the wrong way, without having Charlie with me, if I step in there the wrong way, then I could go face first.
Didn't have the walker when he fell.
Oh, okay.
That's why we made it.
Yes, and you feel more comfortable
I feel
with.
more comfortable about it.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
he feels right about it, I do it.
Right.
You don't want to step in a pothole. The only thing I can really say about this whole scenario, it might not help me, it might not help her, but hopefully it will help somebody else.